Welcome back to the finish line in association with betterman.com. For all the latest odds from the world leading bookmakers, head over to betterman.com. So this video we're going to review Punchestown Festival and maybe the guineas that happened at Newmarket, where Tom barely seen any because he was up to his eyeballs in champagne.
That's one way of putting it, yeah. I wonder what words were going to come out of your mouth for a second.
That was PG now, that was.
Yeah, we split up over the week. Andrew went to Punchestown. I went to Newmarket. So I had a fantastic time. Saw the horses splash past in the first race.
It's not the only thing you told me you seen flash.
My missus listens to this.
Oops.
I saw the horses flash past in the first race. Didn't see another horse. It was freezing. It was absolutely Baltic up there. Yeah.
In the champagne bar?
And spent the rest of the day in the bar, yeah. That was my excuse for being in the bar. It was absolutely frozen. But no, really, really good day out. Newmarket's a great town. We were out in the gallops with Henry Spiller in the morning. A friend of mine had an open day in there with his racing club. So we had a great time. Henry showed us around. We were up the Al Bahari gallops or something like that, I think you say it. We saw Warren Hill. So it's a fantastic spot. It's mad. It's just a town that's taken over by horses. You know, there's just horses everywhere.
Open days gallops.
Oh, I know. You have to look after yourself.
I've seen an open breakfast bar and a pint. Oh, yeah, that was if you've never been to Punchestown, just go. Just go. You'll understand when you get there.
Were you nice afterwards? Or
yeah, I went into Nice after. Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, Nice is a good spot afterwards.
It's black in there. You couldn't swing a cat. You couldn't swing a cat in there.
Yeah.
And then what topped it off was Liverpool fans crying, but fair play to them last night now.
Weren't crying last night, Andrew.
Fair play to them.
Weren't crying last night.
If you can't commend them that victory, you're not a football fan.
Jesus, this coming from a United fan.
I know.
You feeling alright?
In fairness, it was the corner that got me.
There was a few sick heads in here, and there was a few United fans in this place. They were not happy. They were heads down this morning, I tell you.
Credit where credit's due. I'll always hold my hands up. I'm a man of the people. Right, less of football and Liverpool getting bet off Ajax in the final.
2's on now.
Who?
Liverpool.
For the final?
Yeah, 2's on.
Biggest lady here.
Yeah, should be about 1 to 50. Yeah, anyway.
Right, anyway. First day at Punchestown. We'll go through some of the main races. Start off with Classical Dream, who was impressive again.
Really impressive, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Felix Deschi has proven to be a bit of a yardstick for these novice races this year. He's kind of turned up to every gig and he's been thereabouts. He bolted up. Absolutely bolted up. I just love the way he jumps. Love absolutely everything about him.
I don't think I've ever seen a better jumper of a hurdle for a novice.
Yeah, for a novice, he's very good. Very, very good. Measures them well. Isn't too high. Isn't really too low. He's very quick away from them.
Never looks like he's going to fall and make a mistake.
Absolute weapon of a thing. Yeah, absolute weapon of a thing. I like if he goes to the Arkle, I think he'll win the Arkle. If he goes to Champion Hurdle, I think he'd nearly win that.
He's going Champion Hurdle. Willie Munn said he's going to train for Champion Hurdle. They didn't have his scarves up there. I couldn't jump on the bandwagon.
Do not buy one of his scarves.
Boy. I bought album photo scarf.
Exactly.
Everyone on Punchestown thought I wanted.
This is my point, right? You came in here with an arena scarf. Look what happens.
Do you know what?
You get a Gold Cup winner scarf after he wins a Gold Cup, and look what's happened to him.
We're only talking about this after album photo got back. We bought an arena scarf. We bought JP McManus scarves before. We wore it for one day at Punchestown. Not one JP McManus horse won, and he ran about 40.
Do not buy a Classical Dream scarf. I'll pay you not to buy. I'll buy you a different one.
Okay. You heard it first.
I'll buy you a Jigginstown one. There you go.
Yeah, I don't have one of them.
There you go. Fine.
Yeah, fuck them.
Just stay away from. Just pull yourself away from Classical Dream, please, and Rich Ritchie. Because
now, if I had one, you could blame me for all his bad season.
No, it's all about one horse now, isn't it?
Arena, damn it. Classical Dream. Living the dream.
Yeah, Classical Dream. Right.
The good old fella. Undersaw. What a bloody horse.
It was fantastic to see him win, wasn't it? It just shows 2 mile, bit of soft ground,
he's a monster.
It's his trip, like, you know.
He went off a big enough price considering he was second to Altior like
He did,
5 months ago.
Min was very impressive last day, you know.
But then dropped down to 2 miles from 2.4.
Yeah, and I don't know. I just think Aintree might have suited the front runners that day, and
A lot of them won.
yeah, I wouldn't be too strong on that form now. I think he maybe did something there that was a bit like
Special.
if it's too good to be true, it normally is. You
Yeah.
know? But Undersow was fantastic. I'd have loved to have seen him retire when he came in. I was like, this would be perfect now. You know, what was betting to Punchestown? They said, there you go, out in the Grade 1, pal.
But apparently he's still working like a 2-year-old. He thinks he's 2.
Oh, I know.
You can't really stop him if they're still loving it, can you? What are they going to do? Throw him out in the field, leave him
It's true.
go absolutely
Yeah.
mental?
He's not going to be a happy hacker, is he?
No. Happy hacker. Love it.
Delta work. God, he was good, wasn't he?
Another one for the Gold Cup next year.
Yeah.
What a race that's going to be.
Yeah, he was mightily impressive now. Discorama needs something like a Scottish national or a Welsh national or
He
something
needs
like that.
like 6 months.
Just wants to gallop all day long.
Yeah.
I'd love to see him in a Welsh national.
He's a galloper,
Keep
but a
running crack.
classy galloper.
Yeah, and that's what you need for a lot of these staying chases now. You need that bit of class, but he just gallops. A Plutard needs to go back down a trip.
Yeah,
Cantered. He needs to go back down a trip. Yeah, I'm still keen on him. Don't put a line through him in Grade 1s just yet, but he definitely didn't stay.
Yeah, he looked in trouble turning in.
Yeah,
But Delta work, absolutely.
he did.
Hosed up.
He's been impressive this year.
Day 2.
I don't have
Start with the Gold Cup.
too many more highlights. Do you want to start with the Gold Cup?
Yeah.
Start with the 10 you, mate.
Congratulations. It's fake.
Let's check now.
You better off putting up that
Yeah.
one. That's real life.
Thank you, Andrew.
No matter. Pleasure doing
Appreciate that.
business.
You would jinx a good thing, wouldn't you?
I didn't actually. My nap of the whole meeting absolutely hosed up. Gypsy Island.
Gypsy Island, yeah, it did. It did, to be fair. I thought Ken Boyd was going to be well beaten. I said, great, I'm going to owe this crafty so-and-so a tenner now.
That's not nice. I never call you.
What?
I never give out to you. Crafty so-and-so.
He was so keen.
He was.
All the way, and he still managed to win.
Album photo didn't jump a tweak.
No, Jin didn't jump a twig.
Paul Townend said after the third fence I knew I wasn't winning, so I had a long way to get into my head that I wasn't winning.
Yeah. I suppose we have to talk about that now as well. I sat down in front of the telly. I'd gone out to the parents' house and I was watching it, and saw Ruby go past the line. I was like, "What's that all about?"
Waving, yeah.
And then he did his interview and he didn't really say much. So I was like, "Okay." And then Ted was on. Ted was crying. I said, "This isn't like Ted." I was shouting at father. I was like, "Dad, Ruby's about to retire," and he was like, "What?" And I was like, "I think he is." And he came in, and you could see everyone in the parade ring now. And when he said it to a couple of different people there, everyone was like, "Yeah, he's going." Yeah. Fantastic career, fantastic way to get out, to just say, "That's it, I'm gone. Good luck."
From all the bitching and moaning we did about him over the last year or so, he was still probably one of the best jockeys ever to grace a race course.
Oh, he is so natural. I remember my short career of riding horses. Very, very, very poorly. But if ever I was schooling one, I'd have taken the Ruby approach of let the horse do it, you know. And I never looked like him. I looked like a passenger, but he was majestic. He just let them do it themselves over a fence. He just sit very still, give them their head, let them go jump. And I just it's funny to see how you've got AP then, who was completely the opposite. He wanted to grab a hold of him, say, "No, this is what you're doing, horse." Whereas Ruby was keen to let them just do what they want, to a certain extent, but let them jump themselves naturally. A fantastic rider, absolutely fantastic rider. Yeah.
Paul Townend was buzzing, I'd say.
Yeah, well, he's known it was coming for a long time. As in, he's going to give up someday. You know?
Yeah.
He'll be fine now. I wouldn't have any complaints or knockers. Paul
Townend's non-real jockey.
Yeah, like is he two-time champion jockey?
Champion jockey. Gold Cup winner.
It just shows you how lucky Willie's been, though. Because Willie's been able to have Ruby there and then have Paul Townend coming up through the ranks. And now he's got someone who's always been with him, knows all the horses, knows the routine, knows how he wants things done, and has already been 2 times champion jockey before he gets the number 1 job. So
rode in all the big races, won most of the big races.
Exactly. I'd love to see David Mullins get a lot of the second ones.
I think he is.
I think he's a proper rider.
He's
very underrated. I think
he does. I think he does very well on keen horses.
Yeah, no, he's a very good rider.
Yeah. On to another chapter in Willie Mullins' life. Oh, Milena Indo. He's a proper horse.
Proper horse, isn't he? Yeah, he backed it up. Carefully selected, ran a weird race. Dropped all the way out to the back and ran on again.
Ran like a train.
Really, really strange race.
It looked, I'd
yeah,
say that's down to green.
I'd
say that was down to green as
well. I don't know. It's a strange old run.
Gypsy Island, pissed in. Cool Reevy, that made my day. I was keen on that horse for 2 weeks.
You were keen on that horse, yeah. That Gypsy Island, though, absolutely bolted in again.
She would have won the champion flat race.
She probably would have gone close, wouldn't she? After that, she absolutely bolted in. Daylight Katie's one there to keep an eye on is in my notebook for staying novice hurdles next year.
She stayed on very, very strongly.
Just always stays on. Has done it a couple of times now, and I'd be keen on her to turn into a nice staying novice hurdler next year.
Yes, she will. Day 3 would be. Oh no, you get it up now. Friday. No. Talk amongst yourselves there.
Well, I tell you, the only one I really have now is my highlight of the week anyway, because this is another one a bit like you with Cole Reevy. I was keen on him for a long time. Chacun Persois.
Oh yeah.
What a monster of a horse.
That broke my heart though.
Oh, what an absolute monster of a thing. He absolutely bolted up. That was his second start of fences over here.
Yeah.
Beat Defi Dessouy, who...
Beat 4.5 lengths and 16 lengths back to Duke Geneva.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a proper performance.
And back and forth was Void de Rev, who was won a Grade 1 this year as well. Like an absolute serious performance. I just hope they can keep him in one piece. That's more my worry about him. That he had his injury worries, but if they can keep him in one piece, I don't know. He could
be looking at the next.
I wouldn't tell you that he wouldn't win a champion chase, but that way
he will, because Alti will be running Gold Cup.
Oh, just stop.
What?
Yeah.
Staying hurdlers are the biggest bunch of spoofers this season, bar Paisley Park.
Paisley Park will win this division for the next 10 years if you want to that.
They are if you know what I mean, Harry comes up and wins another Grade 1. You know that's dirt in behind him.
It was lovely to see. It was lovely to see him win another Grade 1.
How much did Harry fry on him?
The form.
Did you see him when he won?
Well, how much did he win? 17 grand, so I'd be happy if I won 17
He won more than that. I see he had a few bob on him, 16s.
But no, he stayed on really well. Lovely to see him win again, but it's a bad division.
It's awful.
Yeah.
If you have a horse that's not great at jumping fences, throw him over 3 miles. If he doesn't stay, he'll probably still win.
Something like a Paloma Blue or
what
else have you tipped this year?
I think
Album Photo.
I think I killed Paloma Blue. I made Album Photo win the Gold Cup, excuse you.
Album Photo would win the World Hurdle, wouldn't he? He wouldn't have to jump that hard.
He won the Gold Cup. It's all the same, because that's the translation going to win the Gold Cup next year. There's an anti-post tip for you already.
Yeah, I wouldn't knock it, but I don't know, it's going to be an open race a long way away. Anyway, are you done with Punchestown?
I'm done with Punchestown.
Guineas meeting.
Take it away. You were
not
there.
Not a lot.
Not that you've seen that, Nevis.
I saw it on the telly. Get the results up there, actually. There's another one in a different race. But Guineas, look, I don't know. I think as much as people would say there wasn't a track bias, there clearly was.
They were like 5 lengths clear, 3 furlongs out. There was a track bias.
Yeah. They got a bit of a golden highway up there. Magna Grecia I wouldn't have knocked him at all before. I think I put him up as my selection. I think I did. But he did it very well. The 66 to 1 shot in second knocks the form a little bit. 10 Sovereigns, you couldn't say he didn't stay. You know, he ran on okay. The horse that I'm interested in, and for the 2,000 guineas, is Mad Moon of Kevin Prendergast. I was talking to someone connected to the yard early on Saturday morning, and they were telling me that, you know, they fancy him anyway. You know, they couldn't say he'd win, but they think he's a really nice horse. The fact that Kevin brought him over there is a massive thing, because he doesn't bring many horses at all over there. And he is one to take out of this for me.
Can I make one point about Group 1 races on the flat? Why in the name of God can they not put the stalls on the rails? Instead of having this thing where half the field go that way and half the field go that way. That wrecks my head.
Should let him pick what side they want to go to.
But it's not going to be a truly run race. The best horse mightn't win.
Yeah, but then if you've got a massive track bias on that side of the track and you have the stalls on that side of the track.
Yeah, but it's only like what? 10
or
runners?
If you have the stall on that side of the track. If you have the stalls in the middle, they're going down the middle.
They make the decision 2 weeks. Make the decision 2 weeks before the race where the stalls are going to be placed.
Yeah, but then if you're drawing one on the rail, you're going to have a massive advantage.
That's the look of the draw. I can't see why they have it in the middle of the track where they're going to go. One's going to go to that rail, one's going to go to that rail. So who was on the 1,000 guineas? I think it was James Doyle. Was it James Doyle or someone? He said he couldn't see the far side where the rest of them were, so he didn't know how far they were ahead. And he said if he seen him, he would have kicked on early and he would have won. That's just my
it's his problem,
rant.
Isn't it?
Sorry, James.
Should have been more weight change, shouldn't you? Mad Moon for me is the one to take out of this. I really like him. It was a good performance. Equilateral, I think the horse's name is. Charlie Hill's horse in the sprint.
That thing needs the fastest 5 furlongs.
Christ, did you see it?
Yes.
I'm not hands up. I was with there was a gang of us and we were all invested. Shot clear, shot miles clear. We thought we were well in, and Mabs Cross, in fairness, really good performance considering the penalty.
Equilateral needs the fastest 5 furlongs.
He does. He was just unlucky to get caught though. I mean, another day you shoot that far clear, you're not going to get caught.
Yeah.
He just got caught, but no, he's one. There's a big race in him at some stage.
Yeah, he's a decent sprinter to follow, I'd say.
Yeah, I liked him.
Done.
Other than that, I learned my lesson. Don't back Hayley Turner in the first. That was about it.
What?
Hayley Turner in the first. That was the other one we got stuck into.
The horse or Hayley Turner?
It's only a matter of time until we get taken off air, guys.
Can't get taken off air. Right?
No, Hayley Turner. Yeah, I don't know. The horse didn't run too well, but I don't know. She kind of got herself in a bad position.
Oh, I could elaborate on that.
That was the end of that one. But no, really good weekend. If you're ever thinking about going to Newmarket for the guineas, go there. If you're young and you don't like wearing socks with your suits, you'll really enjoy yourself in the town.
Says a 28-year-old.
29.
Oh, sorry. See, I was being nice.
Yeah, I know you're shocked, viewers, that I'm that old, but
I can't believe I'm older than you.
It's totally different going racing in the UK, though. You know.
See, we're all nice over here. We like the crack.
We went into a bar on the way. We went into a pub on the way.
We're going to get killed now for run over time.
Are we?
Yeah.
We went into a pub on the way into the races just quickly, and it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and there's lads there in suits with sunglasses on inside and no socks with their suits, and they're just pissed out of their heads, like. And it's not a nice atmosphere. You're kind of looking over your shoulder now.
Ah, yeah, you'd love
I
don't know.
It didn't do anything for me. I'd take racing over here any day. Punchestown,
there's not 1 ounce of trouble.
No, never.
Not 1 ounce of trouble
Never.
at Punchestown. Everyone's out for the crack, out for a bit of racing, a few drinks.
And I guarantee there's plenty of trouble in the town after the guineas anyway.
I'd say so.
But, look, there we go. different places to go racing. Try them all.
Go to Tramore.
Go to Tramore August Festival, lads.
We'll be there at some stage.
We will be.
So that's it. So thanks again for watching. Oh wait, Tom, you're gone for...
I'm gone for 10 days now, I think, something like that. So
you're gone all next week?
Off to Costa Rica for myself.
I'll be gone then when you're back.
There we go. We'll be flying solo for a while.
We're flying solo now for the next 3 weeks, I'd say.
Should be interested. Boring podcast. We'll have to get Dave back.
So we're on our own for the next...
Poor Dave.
I want to mess with Dave. He'll kill me now. I'll probably see what Dave's up to if he wants to come in, if he's not too busy running his business and stuff. So we'll see you next week. Well, I will. You enjoy the sun.
I'll enjoy the sun. I'll be back refreshed with a few horses for the jumps in Ireland in 0 to 95s. Can't wait.
Nice. On that note, we'll see you next week.
See you then.